Hey, it's DeDe. It's DeDe in the morning. And Jay Cruz is here. We are live for the 2024 BET Awards. Go ahead, what?
Listen, when we got you choking because we got a legend.
Yeah, we do.
We got somebody who brought me up and you up, and to this day still influential, still culturally in the mix, still doing his thing. Mr. Dro.
Yes, he is.
No, man.
Mr. Dro.
Good to see you. Good to see
Young
you.
Dro here with us,
Young
everybody.
Dro.
It's DeDe. Jay Cruz is tripping. First of all, I'm looking up. I said, is that a flip phone?
She told me,
I said, no,
Well,
you
here's the
didn't.
thing, Dro.
Joe,
We
you
gotta-
did not.
Bro, she looked at this thing when she was dead serious. She like, man, you better explain this.
Now, hold on. Why you got a flip phone?
Well-
Actually, it's to protect what in my intake. Those apps and all the stuff that's on those apps, it's not good for your mental. And I also have ADHD, all the colors and stuff in there. I get distracted very, very bad.
Good for you.
So most of the time, and when everybody looking in their phone, I'm attentive and paying attention.
Okay. Now, let me tell you what I do. I just don't answer mine.
You can text her 911,
Yeah.
fire emojis, it don't matter.
But can I tell you what I
That's
tell everybody
crazy.
normally? Let me tell you what happens. Normally, my phone is in my purse, and when I'm in the moment with somebody, I want to be present.
See,
I
that's
don't
what that's-
see.
It's silent.
And I'm the exact. So I get why you're making me think. Do I need to switch to that? Because I'm going to tell you what else. I'm addicted to social media, and it can be very, very addicting.
Yes.
And it is negative at times. There's a lot of negativity. A lot of people are comparing themselves. They say it's stealing people's joy. Right? It's stealing.
I have a big problem with comparison.
Yes.
I think my situation's supposed to fit yours and hers. And
Right.
When it doesn't. You know,
Yeah.
but so until I get that underway,
I like that. That's good.
Let me jump back.
Okay.
You said you got ADHD.
Yes.
So like in our neighborhoods, bro, we don't get tested for that. We don't get, we don't go see doctors about our issues. So how did you come into knowledge that you had it? Did you go get tested? Was it?
yes, I had an assessment done, and it's just
Was this recently?
Nah, it's been. I've been on this phone for 3 years. So
Wow.
Yeah.
It wasn't when you was 12 or early.
No,
for sure.
it went undetected.
Yep.
You're right.
That's
So
my thing.
in our neighborhoods or whatever where we at, we don't get tested for
Nope.
a lot of things.
We don't.
And then when we do figure out we have we name it ourselves.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
And it be wrong diagnosis?
Wrong diagnosis.
Your
and then
mom-
we take the wrong drugs.
Yeah.
Get you
You be
Vicks.
taking your cousin drugs. I need this for what I got going on with me. I'm like, no, you do not.
That ain't what's going on with
This
you.
is going to seriously have you depressed, sir.
So let's talk about it because you were very open about drug addiction, right?
Yes, I
You've
am.
been very, very vocal about that. So you're very much aware of those habits and addictions that maybe you could be more susceptible to. Is that what it is with the phone too?
Yes.
Because you got to know who you are and your personality, right?
Right, because if you don't know it, then you'll just be going on, and then the mistakes you make, you'll be thinking, where is this coming from?
Right.
Right.
And until you make an assessment on yourself,
Yeah, come on.
self-preservation is always
Come on.
first before I can help anybody. I got to know what's wrong with me. You know what I mean?
Animals know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what, Dro? I'm gonna tell you something I love. I'm finding out. First of all, I just love talking to you. I can already tell me and you. We could talk all day. I could.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Cruz. You got to get up out
What
of
about
this.
conspiracies,
Yeah,
Dro?
yeah. Oh, don't go
Do
there.
you like
with me. Don't-
conspiracies, Dro?
Are you a conspiracy
Or just
theorist?
certain things you believe in? Or
I'm kinda
possibly?
Okay, like
If it don't make sense, I can't.
Do
I can't-
aliens make sense to you?
They don't make sense.
Okay, hold on. What about what do you call them? Like last night, we looked at the president. Like you thought about
Clones.
clones. Do you think that was a clone we saw last night, or should we clone him?
Okay, no clones.
You know,
No.
should we clone Biden? So you know what I mean? Like, do
We
we?
should definitely clone Biden.
Yeah,
because we need like Biden on Adderall. Or
Okay,
something.
yeah.
Just so he's a little bit more attentive.
That thing hurt yesterday. That debate was like the worst rap
I
battle
was
ever.
cringing like, say it. And he was like, I don't know what to say.
It was worse when he wasn't talking, Dro, if you paid attention, because he was just making
Did you
these
see
faces.
the
where he-
burst of energy
Yes.
when the eyeballs got
Nuh-uh.
big? I was like, oh,
All of a sudden,
would
he got
check out.
something?
he's back. He's back. He was
Oh,
like,
my God.
I did some stuff and I know about it. And
He remembered the
he's
script
like,
for, like-
oh, I'm going down.
I
I'm
know
going
it.
down.
I know it. Wasn't it?
I'm
It's
going
cringeworthy.
down.
So I mean, you don't believe in clones?
Nah.
Okay. Do you believe in the Illuminati in Hollywood? Uh-oh.
Nah.
No.
You took a long
Nah,
time
you
to
know why?
answer.
You know
I'm
why?
so happy you
You
said
know
that,
why?
though.
Because I feel like it's an elite people that make money
Right.
that gatekeep. You know what I mean?
Others,
Just
then.
like if we made 300 million and it took us, we had to do it blood, sweat, and tears. We wouldn't let everybody in here with this knowledge.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We
Okay.
want to keep this amongst ourselves because we have families and you know what I mean. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just people that make money that don't want you in their clubs.
Okay. You know,
It's
you're
like a
really,
golf
really
club.
smart. Like in school, like were you on like the honor roll or something?
Dropout.
You are not.
T.I. talked about
not
it.
a dropout. I was kicked out. Like,
Oh, really?
out.
Oh, you were. They put you out.
They had to put me out. You know what I mean? After I got shot. And
Okay, now, Dro, you didn't have to sit down and just be that just open
What
with
you
it.
mean?
No,
keep going.
I wore a colostomy bag, right?
Oh,
so I had
shoot.
to get homeschooled. And then because when I went to school, my bag kind of opened and everybody was like, what that smell?
that's crazy.
So that kind of was like messed up for me. So when I went home and got homeschooled, and then I just chose something else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You were in high school when you got shot?
Yes, I was in the 9th grade going to the 10th.
And what were you? Wrong place, the wrong time? Was it
Yes,
intentional?
I cut school. Well, it was the choices. I made the wrong choice, and it was kind of like premeditated also. So
Okay.
I kind of like got.
Here's another one. He just said something. I'm going to say something what you just said.
Well.
You took accountability about you and where you were and how you were involved in it and why you got involved.
Yes.
You were someplace you shouldn't have been, pretty
Right.
much, is what you said.
I made the wrong choice.
I heard
Wrong
it.
choice.
I
I
heard
made it. Well, they was trying to get me to go. Well, we supposed to went and got food and then went back to school. They went and got food. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go to the hood.
Okay.
I had a little pack on me trying to get off of it, and when I got there, I got into it with a guy. And when I got into it with a guy, I premeditatedly left, went and got guns, came back. And so it's not like I walked myself into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
You walked back to it.
well,
Strapped.
like it's like walking back into the fire. After
Okay.
I left.
You walked
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got back, all hell broke loose. Lo and behold, I got shot.
Damn.
Then when I got shot, had to wear a colostomy bag. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And so after that happened, I tried to go back to school, but the bag opened and it wasn't.
That's how it.
You know what I'm saying?
You're like, I ain't
So,
coming back.
Homeschool, so all of that, so I ended up getting kicked out because I think I just rebelled at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Angry.
Just being bad, like,
I feel
whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they kicked me out. I actually cried because I wanted to be bad.
You say you got your GD? Is that
No,
what you
I actually went back and got my diploma.
Good for
Oh,
you.
nice, nice.
Okay, so wait a minute. You're so like honest, and I love this. I feel like there's a movie coming, a book or something.
I'm still writing it though. You're right though. I got a book on the way. It's called Rap Industry.
Can I tell you why? Because you got such a story that people need to hear, and there's some young boys that are listening, and parents that need to have their kids. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because at least you're honest about some of the mistakes you made. What is this about you? You had some past regrets. I saw this interview, and they said you spent over $1 million on
Ralph.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but a lot of people hear that and be like, damn. But it's like a 20-year span though.
You were
know what I'm
spending all
saying?
this money
Right.
on.
Yeah, it's more than over $1
Yeah,
million.
yeah, I
dollars,
feel
you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's one of a bad it's a bad investment, but it's kind of like how I live and what I choose to represent me.
Can I say this? All right, so I grew up mostly in Pittsburgh. You used to come a lot with T.I. too. So I remember one time he's in the club and he performing and somebody brings your name up like, yo, Joe need to put out more music, and T.I. says something, yo, I be trying, bro, but he in the streets, cuz. You know, and it was when you were hot too during that time, because it's like back then you would come out every once in a while when you came out when you wanted.
Yeah.
While other people were like on a schedule trying to, you dropped them when you wanted, and every time you dropped, you had a good single, right? So it was like this, and I remember T.I. just saying, like, man, I be trying to get him to
I really
go up the chart,
I didn't
but he'd be
understand-
chilling.
I didn't
You didn't
understand
understand
the
it?
music business as far as that the mainstream. I
Gotcha.
always thought that if I can just go out and make $15,000-$20,000 a show, I was okay.
I'm good.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I consistently did that for a long
The
time.
Wow,
simplicity
wow,
of it.
yeah.
When people was like, well, yeah, I was like, I'm performing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but actually, and then hits, I thank God for that because whenever I wanted to do it, I could do it.
And it worked.
And it worked.
Every
Wow.
time.
So you're like a reluctant star. Like you're like
Yes.
what's that one movie? You just like happen into the like it was like it was on your radar, but it wasn't high on your radar.
It's like he doesn't care. It's
Yeah, it's so nonchalant.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like being fashionably cool.
Right.
But not
without
trying.
trying.
Without
Yeah,
trying.
but
Without
you know
Without
what I'm
really
saying?
trying so hard, because let me tell you why. There are so many people. You ever see people who try for something they can never achieve it because they want it so badly? Because that's just it. You want it too bad. Like let it come to you, and you just were like, if it comes, it comes.
And
If
you
it
got
doesn't, it didn't
classic
define you.
lines.
You
Yeah.
didn't let it define
I
you.
didn't, and I also was like, I didn't understand what
What
people
it was-
meant.
yeah.
Because I stayed on the road, and people, and then you know what though? I got 45. Well, I want to say 50. I put out 50 mixtapes. So I was
That's
actually always
crazy.
working.
You were
know what I
successful.
mean?
You were
So it was
successful?
just- and it just kept me, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
traveling around.
Now knowing what you know, do you regret it? Regret
No.
what did you didn't know? Do you
The only thing I regret is picking up drugs.
really?
Yeah,
And what did
Like
you feel like
doing
you?
them or selling them?
both.
Both.
because
Get
one led
involved.
to the other.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
And you got, how long were you think you were addicted? How long were you,
Oh man.
it had you like on a hold on you?
Like for out of 100%, like for like 80% of my life.
Joe, you do seem not that I know you that well. I've seen you several times through my career, but you seem very different.
I am.
Like very different.
And that's good.
cuz.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
I often say that to people. I said, if we still doing the same things we were doing in our late 20s, late teens, early 20s, if we still doing that 20 years
You a hot
later,
mess.
you didn't learn nothing in this
You didn't
thing.
learn anything.
What we
You a
doing
hot
this
mess.
life thing for?
You
If you
didn't
didn't learn and you still repeating the same ass mistakes for 20 years,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane.
I know this is gonna
Ain't
be
it?
corny. Do you used to wear polo?
Polo.
It is.
I know it.
Everything had
I love it.
was
I love it. But you spent how much?
Socks over $1 million.
That's some craziness.
Yeah, it's
Polo King right there.
So
right?
it's, you know what? I was up for a deal with Ralph Lauren. And I called it like a gun charge. So
Oh,
got in the way of that,
wow.
cuz.
yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, because
That's interesting.
Outlasted everything. Like
Right.
every nautical, no offense to jump in, Tommy
It's-
Hilfiger,
it-
they all
it
had,
lasted-
but Polo never.
Yeah, I had the whole. Well, I can't speak for the country, and I know everybody in the country. They always tell me about it, but I know in Atlanta, I had all of Atlanta on it. Like they was like they wasn't even saying they was Ralph Lauren out. They was like, I'm dressed like Young Dro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kids was,
They
kids-
gave you the name?
Yeah, they was
I
like,
love
well,
that.
I got my Young Dro gear on. You know what I'm saying?
the polo.
And kids was like dressing up for me like on Celebrity Day and all that. It was
So
dope.
let me ask two last questions and I'm let you go.
Okay.
You said Young Dro. Do you drop Young from your name? Have you dropped it?
Not for sales purposes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you know how people be like a commuter, they ride in the same lane that everybody else.
Uh-huh.
It's a couple of wild ones that get in
Yeah,
their own
yeah,
lane.
right.
So people are like commuters, like I could stand somewhere, they be like, what's your name? I'll be like Dro. And then they be like, Then I say Young Dro. They be like, oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah,
Why
I have to
fight?
You gotta own
how
it.
you came is how you leave.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I wanted to know this. You seem so. You have kids?
Yes.
How many kids you got?
3.
And you seem like you're just such a great, good guy, level-headed, learned a lot, honest, open, authentic. I see you like as a dad. Would you ever do a TV show, almost like what T.I. did? Would you ever do a reality show, you as a daddy and showing us your family and your life? Because I would love to see how you parent.
Now I would.
Okay.
At first I wouldn't because it was a bad representation. You feel me? But now that I can talk about
What
how
you-
I was
yeah.
and where I'm
Man,
at.
you so different, cuz.
Ain't
I
it?
ain't
I
gonna
love
lie.
it, and I love the growth, and I love.
It's
That's
so
why I'm
great.
saying
That's dope.
it's a great story. Whether it's a book, whether you do a movie,
Yeah.
whether you do a reality show and show us your growth and who you
For
are
sure.
today,
Yes.
and what these kids and people can learn from, because everybody's watching this thing, and
Yeah.
the least we could do is teach a little bit, right?
Yes.
Like change some lives at
Or you
once.
get up out of here, make sure you show
Or-
somebody something different.
Right.
Or don't, and enjoy the rest of your life.
There it is. All right. You know what? Listen to Jake.
That's crabbing,
This
man.
would.
No, he's like, no, we're
I
not
will
gonna
keep
do
this
that.
information.
Well, I meant it in a positive way where there's no pressure to do something. You know what I mean?
Oh, my
You
God.
have to share that stuff.
This dude.
Somebody
This,
it could change somebody's life.
Dro, this is who I work with every day, and I have
touch
to
me. Don't
I have
touch
to
me.
stop and laugh, and every now and then I just look at him and just don't say a word. I'd be like, really, in my head, right?
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
I make it fun and
it
exciting.
is. You
That's
do
what I
make it
do.
fun.
you do.
I love it. I love it. Hey, listen, I enjoyed talking to you.
for sure.
I'm staring at that flip phone. You're gonna make me get a flip phone.
Yeah, man, it's about time.
I think I may have to go back, y'all. All right,
Yeah.
listen, this man right here, I'm gonna see him somewhere, whether it be on a reality show. Y'all be gonna see he's gonna have his movie out there.
Yes.
He's gonna do. I'm telling you.
I'm feeling the book. I'm feeling.
Don't you feel it too?
speaking,
He's so great. You're so
yes.
great. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank
Y'all
you.
give it up.
Yeah,
Young
for sure.
Dro, DeDe in the morning.